Hi and welcome to a little tutorial about making a Google site. So we're in the Google homepage. We're going to search for sites because that's where I know it will be. So this is my existing sites. These sites here are made in the old normal Google sites just by clicking on create. Have I got an example? I will just open one of these and you can have a little nosy to see what they kind of look like. So you always get given quite a pretty header and a search button and links down the left, and then you get to mess with what you put on the actual page. So that's the old Google Sites. If you did want to use that one, it still works. There is a tutorial about how to make it, and it is Making Google Sites 2016 that I've made, and if you want to find that, you can either be super fast and type that in, or you can just go to YouTube, search for Rebecca's tutorial, scroll down until you see one that looks like this, and it's in there. It's in among all of my other tutorials. Anyway, what we're actually wanting to do is for me to show you the new Google Sites. So we're going to click on that, and these are the ones I've already made. I'm going to make a new one. So I click the big red plus to make a new site. Once I'm in there, I have the basics of a site. That's all that's on it at the moment, a heading and the body part of the page. So I'm going to change the name of it to my site. You can also change it up there so you remember what you've called it, so you can find it again. You can mess with the font a wee bit more and change the style. Oops, I did not mean to do that. The style of it, the formatting. You can't do too much up here. You can change the header type a wee bit, the size of it, and you can also change the picture, which we will do because that one's very boring. So it comes with some pre-installed images, or you can pick your own. I'm just going to use one of theirs. Okay, so I have my header set up. Now, working through the menus, these are the same old undo, redo, seeing what your site looks like. Let's click on that. So far, my website looks pretty simple. There's a bit of writing that came with the program, and there's just my heading that I made. Now, I want to get out of there and go back to where I was. Oh, okay, the cross. The link is for when if I had published my website, I could copy the link there to share with other people. If I wanted to share it with other people this way, that would let the others edit my page as well. There are more buttons there that you can play with when you need to, but nothing for right now. Publish is what we do when we want our site to become live. We could do that. I hope no one will see it. So the web address of a Google site always starts with this big long thing. Because I'm using my school account, it starts with my school information, and then it gives whatever I choose to call it. So I'm going to call it My Site 2018, and it will tell me that that name hasn't been already been taken by somebody else, and then I'm going to publish it. So now my site's published under that web address we were just looking at. And now, if I was to click on this, it would copy the link to the site if I wanted to share it. Okay, so that's that patch of menu. Now, moving over here, we can insert things to the current page. We can also add more pages, and we can change the theme. We're going to start on the insert thing. Let's add in some writing, and it's going to be a heading. Of course, it wouldn't be just called heading when you're making one. I can choose the type of text I use. I can make it bold or italic, left aligned or not. I can turn it into words or bullet points. I can make it be hyperlinked. And, what are the 3 dots? Oh, okay. I can mess with it more. There are a couple of other things here that I can do. I can change the background color of the section. If I want to, I can duplicate the section if I needed to make another one further down and I didn't want to, and I can delete the section. Okay, so I've made a section that looks a wee bit interesting, but the heading's very small. I think I'll go for a subheading. That'll do. Okay, now for some body text, we'll put in here some words on the page. Then again, we can make the words look how we want them to some extent. I could also add a link to my page. So I've selected the word page, so the text is going to be page, and that would take you to, I don't know, google.com. say if I wanted that to be a link, I will apply it, and now it's a link that'll take you there if you clicked on it on the page. That's probably all there is to know about text. It's not going to be a very impressive looking page with so little text, but that's okay. So we can put an image in. Let's upload an image, and random image that I found on my desktop. I think I'll make it wide. Oh, now it's not looking beautiful. I'll make it a bit taller. It's going to be rather huge on my page, but we can live with that. I could crop the image. I can make the image be a link. Then let's just have a little preview what it's going to look like so far. So there's my heading, my, what do you call it, header. There's the little heading I put in. There's the words on my page. There's the link. Shall I test that? Oh, okay, that works. Takes me to another web page. And this is that picture I just put in. Nothing too fancy so far. Oh, I can also preview my phone, preview my website on a phone or on a tablet or on a laptop. Anyway, exiting the preview, going back. Okay, embed. This seems to give you the option of embedding things in your page. So if you had made a Scratch game and you wanted to put the game in your page, or if you wanted to put a YouTube video, you could put those in using this. So you can either put the web address of the thing and see if it works, and if not, you'll need the whole long embed code. And I guess ask me if you're not sure what that means, but it'll be a wee bit of HTML code that you get from whatever site you are looking at, that you want to take the thing from that you're going to embed. Okay, so I'm going to cancel that because that will take a minute or two to put there and you'll get bored. Now you can also embed things from your Google Drive. So if you clicked on that, you could go through your Google Drive and pick out a document or an image or whatever. You can also look in your shared drives or things that other people have shared with you. You can take the thing that you find and you can put that in your page. If you were doing it with a document, it would show up as a document in your web page that you can scroll through, which is really handy. What else? What else have we got here? We've got different layouts we can play with on our web page. You can experiment with those yourself. You can add a button, which is a link to somewhere else. You can add a divider, which is just a line running across your page. You can put in a YouTube video. You can embed a calendar so that other people can, if you had a shared calendar, you could post it there so other people can see it. You can also put in a map, which is quite fun, from Google Maps or Docs. We already sussed how to do Docs using the Google Drive button above, but here they are again. And I feel like that's probably enough. I guess the last thing we should do is add a second page to our web page. I mean, a website. Okay, so I'm going to add in a new page, and my new page is going to be very creatively named Second Page. And, oh, what's advanced? Oh, no, we don't need that. And done. So now it's put in my heading all by itself, which is quite handy. And then I put the info on my second page. Now, preview, I can get back to my home page. So this is where your other pages end up. It's made itself a little menu across the top, which is quite handy. It's also, oh, okay, I can't search because I'm in preview mode, but on the live site, it's given you a search button. Now, I feel like that's not a very beautiful site so far, but it is enough to be starting with. Oh, one last thing, it's given you a link back to the home page. No matter what page of your site you're on, you can get back to the home page. I love it when they do that. Anyway, do some experimenting. Your students might like to make a website to display their work, and the cool thing is it will be live online so they can share it easily at home or with others around the world. So enjoy playing with websites. I'll be interested in seeing what you manage to create. The end.